we need to upgrade our definition of what it means to be smart. As we head deeper into the 21st century, something is happening that is shifting what has always been considered smart, and that is artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence and deep learning right now, I don't mean science fiction 15 years or 20 years from now, but deep learning and artificial intelligence right now are redefining the playing field, gang, of what it means to survive and thrive and really be wildly better in this changing terrain. Andrew Ng, a Stanford professor, said something that's really fascinating. He said that artificial intelligence is going to be as arresting and surprising and awe-inspiring as electricity was to our ancestors. That is how dramatic it's going to be. And he goes on to further say that artificial intelligence will automate more than 10 times the number of jobs that electricity did just a couple generations ago. Now that is staggering. What that means is that IQ tests, scoring well on the SATs, just being able to spit back out information the way that so much of our schooling has been for hundreds of years, that is quickly becoming passé. Right now, we already know that artificial intelligence is displacing hundreds of thousands of Americans. That's not hyperbole. A 2013 study that was done, and that's already several years old, right, says that at least 47% of all American jobs are going to be in jeopardy in the next 10 years. They see over the next 5 or 6 or 7 years that half of America's job force could be challenged. What does that mean? Well, what it means is that for you and I to be wildly better, for you and I to thrive, and for you and I as parents and grandparents to help direct our kids in pathways that will lead them into wildly better space, we are going to have several things under our belt. And for those of us in the workforce, that means you and I upgrading our skill set. The first thing they say we will have is higher critical thinking. Simply being able to do simple addition and subtraction will not be enough. Higher critical thinking and solving difficult problems is where the money and the contribution will be. A second area, higher creative and innovative thinking. This means that those within creative space, whether it is the arts, whether it is coaching and consulting, the places that it requires innovative problem solving and ideation at much higher levels, those are going to be jobs that will always have need of employees. So higher innovation and higher creativity. A third area is going to be a higher ability to interact with emotional intelligence. Why? Because in the world moving forward, it is going to be all about collaboration. I am consulting in a startup educational company right now, and this educational company was started by a school teacher whose special area was fourth graders, and he's transformed his classroom into a team-based collaborative environment where there aren't tests. Yeah. Why? He is preparing these fourth graders for not the tomorrow of 30 years out, but for the tomorrow that's going to happen tomorrow. That means that you and I, gang, as we move forward, we need to think about the quality of our deep learning. We need to think about our ability to collaborate. We need to think about our ability to do all the kinds of things that require us to interact well relationally so that collaborative chemistry is a reality. And most of all, to those of us at Wildly Better, it means you doing the deep work, which we're going to be talking about more, you doing the deep work and the high quality work that actually enables you to become the best version of you possible. Moving forward into this world where artificial intelligence is displacing jobs, your competitive edge is reinventing you. And that requires that commitment to lifelong learning. Let's upgrade our definition of smart, and in the process, Let's upgrade our skill sets that will enable us to be wildly better.